everyone, I'm Holly and I am the maker and doer of all the things here at Missouri River Soap. Today I'm an order packer and I'm packing orders from the Going Places collection. Now during the initial release, my customers who order in the first several days, they will ask to have their orders packed on this pack and chat. So that's what we're doing today. I got a lot of requests this time. I think I got 24. So we're going to try to get them all done. Now I said I might have to do a lottery and I might have to next time, but I'm going to do my best to get these done today. So I thought I would do it a little differently. A lot of times I put the boxes together and put the tissue together and everything. I am going to go ahead and have my boxes and everything prepped. I'm going to have my orders all pulled so I can just go from one to the next and not have to start and stop the camera quite so much. And so I'm hoping that that will help streamline my process and I can go a little bit faster. Even though the release was 1 week ago, I only started packing orders on Monday. So I've packed orders Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's now Thursday, so exactly 1 week after the initial release. We are having ourselves a rare Montana thunderstorm. It's quite delightful as long as it doesn't start any fires. But we're so thankful for the rain because we don't get a lot of rain here in the summer and we need it. We're behind, and so it is actually raining right now. We're having a little thunder and it's just so cozy and we're vibing. So this very first order is going to Eevee in Nebraska. Thank you for your order, Eevee. And this is Eevee's very first order with us. So that's super fun. So into this order, we're going to be adding coconut lime verbena soap and the jitterbug soap. So good. I love both of those so much. And then for our more natural variety, we have the charcoal bar and we have lavender. So I'm just putting it here in a 753 box, and I've got some fun minty, oceany, seafoam green paper. And I'm thinking about what sample I'm going to put in. I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to tuck in this lavender lemonade soap sample. It smells so amazing. I love it. I'm going to put in the card, Going Places collection. So fun. I guess I need to get my slip in there. And then I have my business card with all the information on the back. I did get very optimistic about this collection, this release. And I bought way too many cards, so we need about this, we need about this, and I have about that left over. So there might have to be a collection like this next year too. I was excited and I was overeager. Way too overeager. Overly optimistic is probably the better term. So I'm going to just tuck it in. I have a new roll of my labels, which is so nice to have. And then this order is going to be off to Nebraska. This order is going to Patrick in South Carolina. Thank you so much for your order, Patrick. And Patrick really enjoys the menthol steamers. And so I had sent out an email to let him know that they were back in stock. I usually don't make them in the summer, but I've had enough customers asking for them that I will continue to make them every now and again. I may not have them here always. Oh, that's perfect. So this is a 965 box, so it's a little bit taller than what I normally have. We're going to put in a Sunny Beaches and a Trailhead soap. Love both of those. We're going to put in a Lemon Rose Water soap. I'm just going to tuck those back here on the edge. We have a Salt Flats Sea Salt soap and a Banana Coconut Cream unscented soap. So let's see, we'll just I'm pretty sure I still have room. Yes. Sometimes the bath bombs get a little tall. Alright, I'm gonna tuck some shred here into the nooks and crannies. And then I have a lemon rose water bath bomb, and these are made super duper luxurious with apricot oil and jojoba oil, yogurt powder, and buttermilk powder. Oh, so good. Such a lovely milk bath. Alright, let me think here for just a momento. I feel like I want to give that bath bomb just a smidgen more space. So, I think I'll move over these steamers. Let's see. The little shred now is starting to cause me some problems. It's falling all over the place. Alright, let's do that. Alright, I'm going to do that, and then I have this just little pocket in here for the bath bomb. And so it's just going to be snug as a bug in a rug. They're very hard. You could drop them, but I don't want them to be so close to the top that the vibration and smacking does start to crumble them. It can happen. Alright, I should have had my samples pulled. I think I'll start pulling my samples ahead of time. I'm going to tuck in a couple of soap samples. I have Glacier Lily, and then I also have this Bonfire. I love both of those so much, so we're going to tuck both of those in. We'll get the packing slip, the card, the business card, and then this one's going to be off to South Carolina. This order is going to Holly in Tennessee. Thank you so much for your order, Holly. And Holly is a brand new soap maker and said that she's inspired by me, so that's so fun. I hope that you love soap making. It is such a fun thing to do. I made soap this past weekend, and it had been quite a while since I'd made soap, and I'm like, I love this. I still just love it. So we're going to put in a Sunny Beaches whipped soap scrub. It's so pretty. This is made with salt this time. And then we're going to put in Sunny Beaches soap and a Mountain Huckleberry soap. So good. And I have a 753 box here again. This is a box I've used for years and years and years and years. I have a whole bunch of sugar scrub samples that I've put together as I was making scrubs, and I just have not had the time to work on a sample label for it. So, shoot. Plus, it's actually kind of a big container, so it wouldn't fit in here super well, but I wish I would have had those ready. Alright, I'm going to put in a Country Honeysuckle soap. Adore that scent. We're going to put in all the info. And then this one is off to Tennessee. Alright, so this order is going to Nicola in Virginia. Thank you so much for your order. And we have a lot of lovely soaps here. So we have the Honey Bergamot and the Lavender Lemonade. Amazing. I had someone tell me on the Honey Bergamot, please never stop making that one. We have 2 of the lavender soaps. And then we have Glacier Lily and Stargazing. Oh, so good. So good. Love those. The Glacier Lily is really fresh, kind of like green clover and aloe. giving off those same vibes. And the stargazing, I'm using that at our kitchen sink at the moment. And I keep thinking, what is that amazing scent? I smell this amazing scent in our kitchen area, and it's the soap. So good. I'm gonna tuck in a lemon rose water, and I just have all sorts of some samples over here. And so I'm going to also put in the bonfire. It really is a lovely, lovely scent. We'll tuck in all the cards, and then this one is off to Virginia. This order is going to Daisy in Colorado. Thank you so much for your order, Daisy. And Daisy's really having fun with the pack and chats. And so thank you for ordering and being so supportive. We're putting in a jitterbug soap. That video should have just gone up. The making and cutting of jitterbug should be up now. I haven't checked to see if I have any comments yet. We're going, let's see, I think I want to put this over here actually. So I have a 6x6x4 box here. So it's a little different than what I normally have, but I was like thinking outside the box, inside the box, getting a different size. We have 2 of the Honey Bear wax melts. And 2 of the Huckleberry wax melt bears. So cute. Yes, they do fit. There's a little bit of air in the container there, bag, but that kind of gives it some little bit of cushion. So then we're going to put in the other of each. And then Daisy mentioned that she didn't think she was going to like the Honey Bear, but I sent a sample and now she just loves Honey Bear, and it's tied as one of her favorites. So that's so much fun. I'm glad that you love it. Daisy also mentioned that she'd like a coffee wax melt, and I actually do have one called Jitterbug, so previously called Coffee Latte, and so now it is Jitterbug. So I'm going to put that in the box for you as well. I'm going to put in a stargazing soap sample. And then the Jitterbug is just going to be an extra one. I'm also going to put in a fireside s'more. I adore that scent. Adore it so much. Alright, so we're going to tuck that one down in there. I have samples like crazy over here, so might be a little bit more generous here and there. Alright, very good. So because this one has some Huckleberry products, you get a Huckleberry Bear sticker, which you probably have one of those already. I am almost out. I need to order some more. I haven't sent them out in every single order I've tried, but I know I forgot here and there. And this order is off to Colorado. Alright, so this order is going to Illinois, and this is going to a very good customer, but I don't know how to pronounce your name exactly. I asked the internet and they said, I don't know what you're talking about. I asked ChatGPT and it told me whatever it is. It's very friendly and social for AI, but old Chatty told me to say Itande. That's how I pronounce it when I'm writing your name out as well, Itande. So will you tell me if I did it right? So into this order, we're putting in a Poppies and Peaches Room and Linen Spray. And these are my new bottles. I love them so much. They are beautiful. So good. So I take a glove, just keep a glove so I have good grip. Tighten it up really well. Oh, I forgot one thing. The new addition to my process is that I'm just wrapping a little bit of the bubble paper around it, just so that if it does leak, perchance it'll absorb it. And then I put it in a little cello bag and a twisty tie. All right, so that's ready. Into this package, we're going to put in 2 of the Cherry Hill whipped soap scrubs. I just made a Cherry Hill soap. I'll have to get it out and show it to you. I fear I made meat soap. So I had this image in mind, and I was really working it. I was working my brain over getting my design just as I wanted it. And then when I was done, I was like, oh, I probably just made soap that either looks like a ribeye or ham or bacon. So we'll see. Hopefully not, but probably. We're going to put in 2 of the Jitterbug soap scrubs made with espresso. I love this so very much. So much. And then we have a lemon rose water. So pretty. I love the colors. All right, get some shred down in there. Gonna tuck it in all the nooks and crannies. This is a 965 box again. So we're gonna put this spray in. Let me do that. Yeah, that's better there. And then we're going to put in a scrubby foot soap. Now this soap is made with, it's a sea salt soap, but it's also made with pumice, Icelandic black sand, and also poppy seed. So this is going to be for the feet, maybe your hands if you have been gardening and you really need the extra assistance. I'm going to tuck in a Glacier Lily soap sample and a Confetti Blossom. Yeah, that's what wax melt sample. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have talked to you about diffusers and you are wanting a fresh scent. So will you tell me if you like this Glacier Lily scent, if you want that in a diffuser, which now I just realized that I have to see if it can even be used in a diffuser. Do that first. I'll have to put on a note on the screen as if it can even be used in a diffuser. All right, so I am going to take these first 5. I'm going to go ahead and get their labels done and out of the way. And then all right, we're going backwards. I do not know how I forgot that, but it's going to tuck in right here. Just a cutesy Jitterbug soap going in. There's still plenty of room. All right, this order is off to Chicago. Okay, so I have prepped the second round of orders for this first video. So we're going to package another 6, and then that will be Pack and Chat Part 1. This order is going to Holly in New York. Thank you so much for your order, Holly. And Holly ordered the Summit's Edge Room and Linen Spray. This is a new scent. And it ended up... I am struggling with my Shopify theme. It keeps picking and choosing. Like, so she ordered this Summit's Edge and it loaded into the cart as clean laundry. And so she had to leave me a message. I finally took Farmer's Market off of my wax melts because it would never load into the cart. Always switching it up. I did have an issue with a holiday room spray doing that. I can start a new listing. I completely do it brand new. And for some reason, it still picks certain scents to be problematic. And I've tried to get help, and they've told me I basically have to redo my entire store, my entire theme. and that just is overwhelming to me right now. So thank you for putting the note in the cart if it does have an error. I really do appreciate you going to that effort. I thought we maybe had eliminated that issue, but here it popped up a new one, because why not? Why should Shopify work appropriately? I don't know. We're going to put in a Sunny Beaches whipped soap scrub. We have the spray. I'm going to tuck that one in right there. And then we have, yeah, that should be fun. And then we have a couple of wax melts. So we're putting in a Jitterbug and a Fireside S'more. Oh my goodness. I think you should probably try these together. I think that would be really good. That's what I love about having these little shapes, is that you can just mix and match and kind of do your own scent. Design, isn't that fun? So we're going to do that like so. And I guess we didn't even really have a soap. But I'm going to put in a Sunny Beaches soap just because it's so good. And then a Stargazing wax melt sample. I think you'll like the sweetness of that if you haven't gotten it before. In with the card and slip and all the things. Let me double check I grabbed the right one. Yes. It's so nice and sunny out now. And then this order is going to be off to New York. This order is going to Rachel in Kansas. Thank you so much for your order, Rachel. And we have put in all country honeysuckle product, which is so fun. This is such an amazing scent. I think you're going to adore it. So we have the soap, and then we have wax melts. And we have a bath bomb. Oh, an order just came in. How delightful. I love it so much. So I'm going to tuck this in down in here. I think you're going to be all right. Now, Rachel is getting ready to have her first vendor event this month in Overland Park. OP is the people in the know. I used to live in Overland Park, and it's all part of Kansas City. You have Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. You have Overland Park, and you've got on the Kansas side, and then on the other side you have like Belton Raymore and all of that. Anyway, I used to live in Overland Park. I've lived in Kansas City. I've lived in Belton, and I've lived in Riverside. That's up on the north side of town. But she's going to be at the Overland Park Convention Center in June. I'm not quite sure what the event is. However, everybody send your best wishes to Rachel that she has a really good show, because we want Rachel to be successful and happy. I'm going to put in this wax melt right here. I do like to have quite a bit of shred around the wax melts because it does help insulate it. We are starting to get hot. We're not too bad up here in Montana, though we did have some days around 90. We're not too bad up here, but it's hot in other places. Typically my wax ships quite well. You may want to take it out, let it set and acclimate. It may melt just a little bit. Overall, not a huge deal. I'm going to tuck in a Wisteria Vines wax melt sample. I think you might like that. And let's do a lemon rose water soap sample. All right, and this order is off to Kansas. All right, so this order is going to Diane, and she is also in New York, so that's so fun. We're going to put in scrubs. Now, Diane admits to being addicted to the soap scrubs, and as she and her dog Riley Flynn were watching the preview video and just kept adding more to the cart. So that's so fun. I love it. Dogs are the best. Maverick helps me buy things too. We're going to put in a Sunny Beaches and a Country Honeysuckle whipped soap scrub. I'm not a huge floral person just in general. Like, I tend to like more sweet, more berry. That's typically me. But this country honeysuckle, I cannot get over it. It is too good. Too good. And then we're going to put in a wisteria. Now the wisteria is also just super gentle and delightful. I love it. And let's see, lemon rose water, which is also amazing, and mango coconut milk. This box did not go as planned because this is not the box I intended for this order. So I wanted the 964. I'm pretty sure it'll fit in the 964. Let's see. There we go. So see, now all the scrubs fit in there just so. This would be a really good time to have those labels ready for a sample because they still, I don't know, let's see how you can see all of them. But Jitterbug, Country Honeysuckle, we had Sunny Beaches, Wisteria, Lemon Rose Water, the Mango, Coconut Lime Verbena, and Mountain Huckleberry. Diane probably just has the coconut and the Mountain Huckleberry already is what I'm guessing. But we'll have to put in a soap. I'm going to tuck in a Sunny Beaches soap sample. It's super thick. That's a good one. And then the cards and such. And then this one is also off to New York. Alright, I think this is the one I planned the 864 box for. This one is going to Ken in Massachusetts. Thank you so much, Ken. And Ken is a longtime customer. We're putting in the Sunny Beaches whipped soap scrub. And then we have a bunch of soap. So we have Trailhead and Glacier Lily. Let's see how am I going to do this? Let's go like so for now. And then we're going to put in Sunny Beaches and Coconut Lime Verbena. And we are currently having a summer soap spectacular. All regular soap bars are $10. Now normally they're $11, sometimes they're $12, just depending on what the ingredients are. But for now, they are all $10. And it's because I made too much soap. And my curing rack still has a lot on it that I still have to pull off and wrap and then get on my product shelves. So I need to make room because of course I'm having a release in July and then it's fall and Christmas from here on out. So, whew. And then we're going to put in Jitterbug and Lemon Rose Water. And I think I'll put the Jitterbug over here kind of all by itself, but not really. Alright, I'm going to tuck in a Bonfire soap sample. I really like that one. And then a Country Honeysuckle, because I know that Ken likes Lily of the Valley. And that's something that I need to get in still, a fragrance. I think I have it picked out. So I think you'll like the Country Honeysuckle as well, although I think some of this is gift anyway. And then this one, there's actually two here, so I have a little bit to do to combine them, but nothing too significant. And then this one is off to Massachusetts. Alright, so this order is going to Beverly in South Carolina. Thank you so much for your order, Beverly. And Beverly ordered one thing that makes me very excited. I love it so much. My camera and battery died on this secondary camera, so I had to do all the fixing there. We're going to put in a Sunny Beaches and the Jitterbug whipped soap scrubs. And then the rest is soap. We have lavender and the lavender lemonade. So good. We have a Jitterbug and coconut lime verbena. Those kind of seem to be going out together. Let's put, we'll do that. We'll do that for now. And then we have a 6 Mountain Huckleberry soaps. How fun is that? Love it. Love that you love it like I love it. So good. Alright, actually let's put these, yeah, that's what we'll do. Like so. I guess I will just put the Jitterbug over there because it goes very nicely. Beverly is a wonderful customer. Has put in many an order and I'm very thankful for it. I'm going to tuck in a Sunny Beaches sample and a lemon rose water. And then we have our cards and everything and a Huckleberry Bear sticker. I just love him so much. So cute. It made me think of this morning. My husband brought in a little first aid kit from My Medic, and he bought it because my son's getting ready to start working construction, and so he needs to have his own personal first aid kit. Anyways, it's like we have a big backpack one that we use as a family, but he got him like this little, it looks like a little like an army backpack almost, and it's, I said, that is about the cutest thing I ever did see. And my daughter was like, so Maverick, that's my cutesy patootsy dog, like, well, I thought Maverick was the cutest thing you ever did see. That's true, but that first aid kit was adorable. Alright, so this next order is going to Mitchell in South Carolina. Thank you for your order, Mitchell. And South Carolina is representing with this packing chat. So fun. So I think there's one of everything here, except for one of every soap, except for, let me think, crema cacao. Except for crema cacao, which they probably already have crema cacao. We're going to put in a Cherry Hill whipped soap scrub. I think I'm out of that for now. We're going to put in the lavender lemonade and the lavender. And then we have the banana coconut cream unscented soap. That in like so. Let's see. And then we have Sunny Beaches. Whoop. Sunny Beaches and Country Honeysuckle. I'm going to stand these ones up. Yes. We're going to put in the Glacier Lily and the Lemon Rose Water. Very good. We have a Stargazing and Trailhead. Bonfire. And this was a Gone Wonky, which I guess I forgot to put my Gone Wonky sticker on them. But these were the Gone Wonky. The design wasn't quite what I was going for. I forgot the scent in one of the layers. So it's a little bit lighter, but it's a lovely, lovely, lovely. So it's a little less expensive. And then we have a Jitterbug and Coconut Lime Verbena. Let's see, we probably need room for a couple of them here on the top, actually. So we'll move those over. So look what we got going on in there. Tuck a little shred down there. And then we have the salt soap. So we have salt flats and the scrubby foot soap. And the salt flats actually go on top of that jar very nicely. Ooh, I like it. That worked out super nice. So I'm going to go take a peek real quick at what I can give. Alright, so it turns out that Mitchell ordered with the last release, so some of what I had, he already bought those as well. So I'm going to put in a creme of cacao, and I'm also going to put in a lavender. Now I know there's a purchased lavender in here already, but these do make wonderful travel soaps, or you just want to have a quick soap at your side sink. It really works nice for that. So that's what we're going to do. And thank you so much for buying one of everything. So that's really fun. I love that. I've had a couple of those with this collection. And I don't always pop in the wax melts just because it is getting hot. And I wouldn't want it to make any sort of mess, especially if they didn't even order any wax in the first place. Alright, so that's Pack and Chat Part 1. I'm going to get prepped and get started for Pack and Chat Part 2. I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye.